Floyd Money Mayweather, 15-time world boxing champion and a New York real estate tycoon. My name's Eli Cantor. I'm a realtor here in San Luis Obispo. Today's story is about the chunk of properties that Floyd Money Mayweather just bought in New York City. $402 million, a little over 60 buildings, and a lot of these units are affordable units. This seems to be another one of Mayweather's pushes in New York, but this time more of a philanthropic one, a way to give back to the community. So let's get into it. Now, this isn't Mayweather's first time investing in New York City. He's a partner with a company called SL Green, and they previously worked together on the purchase of 9 skyscrapers in New York City. They're also working on another interesting project, which is putting a casino in the middle of Times Square, and Mayweather's involved in that one too. But his roots in the East Coast go back even further. He grew up with a big family in a small one-bedroom apartment in a part of New Jersey called New Brunswick. So Mayweather's new venture of giving back to the community isn't just motivated by investment purposes, but also because this is a community very close to one that he grew up in. Now let's get to the deal. Like I said, Mayweather's buying over 60 buildings, all concentrated in Upper Manhattan, and it's going to encompass over 1,000 units in total. Now, in terms of affordable housing, New York is interesting because they're in a very dire state for more affordable units. The New York City Department of Housing Preservation and Development have received over 25 million applications for affordable housing units since 2013, and yet there's only 40,000 units of inventory. Now, who is selling Mayweather these buildings? Well, it's a company in New York City called Black Spruce Management, run by a guy named Josh Gottlieb. And in the years leading up to the pandemic, they acquired over 4,000 units of housing in New York City. In 2022, they bought just under 1,800 units in a $1.8 billion deal. And so this company is an absolute monster in New York real estate. Back in 2021, they wanted to bring in another investor to acquire about a 50% stake in the entire portfolio, but that deal never ended up happening. And clearly things have changed now because Mayweather is buying a chunk of their portfolio instead. Now, it's important to keep in mind that a lot of the buildings Mayweather is buying are unique in that they qualify for Article 11 tax exemptions. These are tax exemptions given to landlords who designate at least 2/3 of their units as affordable housing units. This is made to incentivize landlords to keep a big chunk of their units affordable, but for many, this isn't financially feasible. Now, what's unique about this deal in particular is that it's concerning the sale of so many units, and so many of those units are affordable. Also, Mayweather isn't your typical New York City landlord. Like I mentioned earlier, his intent here is to be a philanthropist, to give back to the community, to help families in need. And Mayweather, if he wanted to, could not qualify for this tax exemption. He could bring the units back to market rent and not keep them affordable, but he's made it very clear that his intent here is to give back to the community. In terms of fixing the issue in New York City, the best solution is to turn a lot of these old office buildings into apartment buildings if they're able to do that. If not that, building more, which is difficult to do in New York City. But if not that, bringing in an investor whose number one incentive isn't to make a quick buck, a guy like Mayweather, and providing a lot of affordable units is a huge solution to the problem. So Floyd, if you're fighting Jake Paul anytime soon, best of luck. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.